Alright, what's up guys? It's Manic back again for another video. Today we're going to do some more automation in BeamNG. We haven't done this in a while. Granted, I haven't recorded a lot in a while, so evidently all my stuff got transferred over in the cloud save, so that's pretty cool. And what I want to do is I want to build a car, and then we're going to put that car into BeamNG. Since BeamNG's now got a new update, 0.39, that's supposed to make everything look fantastic, and I've played around with it. It looks pretty good. So we're going to launch right into this and see about building a car here. I don't know what kind of car I want to make here. So first we need to pick a year. You know, something I haven't built is like a Euro style car. We can make like a 90s Euro car. That'd be kind of cool. Let's do... I want to say early 90s was really good. Let's do a 1992. What do we call this baby? That sounds European. Diasha. Alright, what do we call this thing? We can rename that later. So, we're looking at... we need coupes. Alright, panel material. Let's do... These are the European guys. They're probably going to run something like fucking... probably aluminum. We're going to do a monocoque chassis with corrosion-resistant steel. It's going to be a rear longitudinal setup. And we're going to go pretty fancy. We're going to do double wishbones front and back. There we go. There we go. Now we get to choose the body style here. Honestly, I feel like the Germans would over-engineer it and make some big back window bullshit that curves around like that. I think that makes more sense. And it makes it pretty sleek looking, too. The other one makes the door smaller. So we're going to do that. We'll worry about color and stuff later. For now, I just want to get the actual engine and stuff built and go from there. This one should be rear-wheel drive. We're going to go ahead and make a new engine. So for something like this, we basically have two options. It's European, so we need to stick with European inspiration here. So we can either go simple, just do like a 2-liter turbo, or we can go a 3-liter turbo inline 6, right? A V engine doesn't really make sense in this application. 4-cylinder would be lighter, but 6-cylinder I feel like is more sporty. Plus we should make it somewhat reliable. So let's do light aluminum. It's a 3-liter as it sits. I think we will keep it like that. The engine does not fit. What's the problem with its size? How too big is it? Okay, so that's way too big. 4-cylinder? Too big. Engine clearance is pretty close. And it's too big. Alright, so we can go for a 2-liter. Exactly 2,000 cc's. A little over stroked on her. Do we want that? Gives better efficiency, low-end torque. Maybe that'll work good with a turbo. Make it just not rev super high. We'll get a dual overhead cam, 4 valves. 5 valves could give it the Audi vibe. But, it doesn't really need all that shit. We'll give it a performance aluminum head. +5 quality. Alright. Crank, we're going to go forged light to start. Conrods, forged light. Pistons, forged light. They're going to go complicated with balance shafts. I know it. Alright, compression. We could probably do 10. Cam profile we'll leave alone. RPM limit 7. All cam VVT. Variable valve lift. Let's leave it alone. We will up quality. Do about +5. Keep it reasonable, you know? Let's do a turbocharger. Single turbo with just standard wastegate's fine. We're going to give it about 360 horse of intercooler. Do we want twin scroll or standard? I don't know. We're going to keep journal bearing. Those can stay on their own. That's fine. Injection. Keep in mind, this is 1992. So this is very complicated as it is. I'm surprised they had variable valve lift in 1992. The variable valve timing on something like this is already going to be a lot. But whatever, we're going to give it multi-point EFI. We'll do single, that's probably fine. Leave all that alone, +5. We're going to run her on unleaded. She's going to want premium. Intake, we're going to go variable, just to stick with the complicated European vibe. Turbo mid intake, or exhaust header, because, yeah, race is fucking crazy. We're going to go, compact is, yeah, no, we're going to go mid. 2 1/4-inch exhaust is probably fine. And then we're going to go nice and fancy with the catalytic converter, and run a straight through and then a baffled. Alright, right off the gate we're making 260 horsepower. It's pretty good. We'll go up on the quality a little bit. 262 horse. Is that enough? I mean, this thing's going to be pretty light, so I don't think it really needs a whole shitload of power. This is probably enough. Bottom end is experiencing a high torque load, and the block reliability is not great. So let's go back to the bottom end here. We'll go standard forged. Crank's not happy. We'll do standard forged. Standard forged. Block power density is not happy. It's probably because of the fact that it's stroked the fuck out. So we should probably go down on that. Let's make it even. That makes it a... And this makes it too big. Yeah, it won't fit. We're going to make it a 1.7 liter. Yeah. Let's do that. Now, how is it? -10. That's not terrible. Stronger block material. Oh, yeah, I could go aluminum heavy. There we go. That doesn't look bad. What the fuck is this? Oh my god, did I hit rear... I did rear engine. I did rear engine. I fucking did. It's supposed to be a front longitudinal. That's why the fucking engine didn't fit. Okay. How much fitment do we got now? Oh, a fucking big ass 8-liter motherfucker fits in here now. Great. I'm retarded. Alright, so in that case, let's give it a 2.5. Yeah, something like that. No warnings, surprisingly. Well, actually, this is not going to stop us from making the 6 now. Yeah. So, yeah, let's just do a 3-liter. There we go. That's what I wanted to begin with, was a 3-liter. We can go light and stuff, but I mean, I don't see a huge point in all that. Can we get the graphs? There we go. Alright, so now we're... Oh god, we're making 433 horsepower. And we're making max torque around 2,700. That's pretty damn good. All things considered, that is pretty damn good. I cannot believe I accidentally made it a rear engine. And I'm like, why will nothing fit? This thing's got a pretty big hood. I figured, no, it's because I was trying to stick the engine in the fucking back. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep working on this. 1992, this should be a manual, shouldn't it? I think that makes sense, a 5-speed. For back then, top gear, 170... Oh no, this thing's doing 200 miles an hour. Alright, so we're going to go classic here and make the 4th gear a 1-to-1. Make 6th gear like a 0.75. This will be like a 1.5. This will be like a 2. And that'll be a 3. Keep it simple, right? Final drive 360, that's good. We're going to do... helical is pretty extreme for this. Probably a clutched LSD makes more sense. Bump the quality up. We're going to do some radial tires. We're going to do some sports tires. And these motherfuckers are going to be 235 in the front and 245 in the rear, I think is pretty reasonable. I think the tire size is also pretty reasonable. We can go up on the rims. Let's do 18s. We're going to do alloy rims. +5 quality. Alright, we're going to do some solid discs in the front with 2-piston? I feel like this would be like the high performance model, so I feel like 4-piston makes sense. Do some pretty big things, do some 2-piston in the back, go up on quality. We'll go a little up on the pad type, go to 60. This would have some kind of under tray, but I gotta remember this is premium. So we're gonna go with like a fully clad under dealy. We're gonna give her some airflow for the brakes, and we're gonna go +5 quality. Okay, we got a 2-seater. I can put seats in the back, make it like a 2+2, but I don't realistically see room for that. This is gonna be like rear storage style stuff, you know what I mean? We could go for luxury interior. It is a Euro with luxury CD. That's what they had back then. And +5 quality. I don't see why not. They did have electric steering back then. I feel like they wouldn't have used it. Maybe like a variable hydraulic so you can adjust your steering mode. They did have electronic stability control. We can do that. I can see that. Advanced safety. Leave quality alone. Springs act... sportiness. I guess active sport. Give it some gas monotubes. Give it a sport preset. Ride height. Drop that a little bit. Go like... Oh, that's as low as it'll let me go. 8.3. That's still not very low. It's really not. Whatever. Weight 2,700 pounds? Oh my god, this thing is light. Oh, I can see why. It's got more weight in the front than the rear. That's to be expected. It's got a pretty... It's basically the big block of fucking European cars, you know what I mean? So we need to go back to the body and aesthetics here, and we need to start putting stuff on this thing. So we need to give it like a Euro-inspired look. I am not good with this stuff, but it's okay because I know what they would have used back in 1992. Okay. Oh, wow. They've added a lot of stuff in my mods. Yeah, I'm liking that. It's looking pretty good. And now we need a bumper. Most of them seem to be just plastic, either matte plastic or painted bumpers. Alright, now it needs to have a front plate. That's how they be. If I can find plates, here we go. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Let's give that... We'll leave it purple. I think that looks fine. It's protruding a bit. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So we got the Euro plate. Next, we gotta give her some door handles. Yeah, like this. That looks good. I like that. Alright, cool. What else do we do here? We gotta put a gas cap on it. If I'm not mistaken, gas cap will go on the passenger side, because it's actually the driver's side. And Europeans are fucking weird. Let's give it a, one of these. How far back should we put it? Should we put it close? In the middle? Put it right there. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, we gotta put some mirrors on her. That's pretty standard. Just basic, roundish mirrors. Should work fine. I like right there. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Alright, so we got the mirrors, we got the door handles, we got a front end put on her. It's basic, but it'll work. Oh, we should probably put a logo on there, huh? A little badge. We need like a Euro style badge for this. You know what I mean? Honestly, this kind of slaps. Yeah, keep it like right there. But there we go. That's where I wanted it. All right, next we need a rear end for this honey boo boo here. That almost looks like Bentley taillights, kind of, doesn't it? Oh, do I have any body morphing that I can do with this thing? That is something I want to mess around with. This doesn't move the way I want it to. So it's just going to have that awkward looking trunk situation, huh? I mean, that's fine at the end of the day. I'm not going to complain too hard about that. Fuck it. We're going to run another bumper bar on the back. Yeah, that's cool. And then we're going to take the number plate. That looks ugly as fuck. Let's put it back here. And then just move it out. Yeah, fuck it. And then we're going to take a rear... We're going to get a door handle here. What kind of door handle should we put on a rear hatch like this? Oh, yeah. That looks pretty dope. Oh, and speaking of that, should we make those chrome? No. In fact, we're going to make this plastic. We're going to make it glossy plastic. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to change this also to glossy plastic. Beautiful. Now we got to do some wheels. Yeah, I'm thinking that. That looks a little better. Alright, and now the moment we've been waiting for. We were going to put a damn spoiler on this thing. I don't know. I'm think I'm getting ready to settle on this. You know. Pretty basic, but this thing makes good power, so I don't see why it wouldn't be a good car. And no, dude, I'm not making no motherfucking interiors. Rear end is ugly, just like European cars. Front end is ugly, just like European cars. Side profile, pretty good. Not bad. That looks better. We're going to just make these paint colored. There we go. I think that looks better. Alright, I think that's good enough. Alright, there we go. That took some troubleshooting. Apparently, automation runs in Proton, and this is native Linux, so it didn't want to export. But here we are with the Diasha X6. So like I said, this thing makes a lot of power here. We're going to put the drive mode to Sport. Now, it's a manual, but I got just the normal, whatever you call it, gearbox set up, so we can focus more on driving than anything else. I wonder, does this open? It does. Oh yeah, this thing is fast, dude. Holy shit. Oh yeah, this traction control is really struggling. This thing doesn't feel too bad, all things considered. It's got some pretty... Ooh, shit. I say that and then almost lose it. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Let's just see what this thing can do. No traction control, none of that. Oh my goodness. Oh, fuck. Shit. Ah. Dude. This thing spins through fucking second. That's pretty damn cool. Of course, nobody would be stupid enough to try and do what I do. Damn, dude. Definitely not the most controllable vehicle out there. But, you know, I figure with a little more like downforce and stuff, it'd probably be pretty good. It just occurred to me that I never adjusted the downforce settings. Oh my god. Damn it. My god. I'm gonna have to lengthen the gears out a little bit, I think. Just trying to lock in. This is really hard to drive. Brake. Oh, fucking fuck. I already got the gearing longer than a Dodge Challenger now that I think about it. It's just that fucking torquey. This thing weighs like nothing and it's got 433. We definitely should have stuck with the 4-cylinder. This thing's just insane. Even with the AR and the compressor down, it's not a huge turbo. It's just optimized and making 16 pounds of boost. I can see why people like the fucking 2JZs and the other. Ow. I probably should have just made this naturally aspirated now that I think about it. I could have did a turbo 4 or I could have did a naturally aspirated 6. Turbo 6 is just fucking insane. Yo, it'll slide, bro, in like 4th gear at 100 miles an hour, and it's not completely uncontrollable. It definitely needs some downforce. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Yeah, we're still good. That 400 pound-feet of torque don't care about that soft body getting all crushed up like that. Alright, we're gonna get an idea of how fast this thing can go now. Oh my god, we are pulling hard, dude. The wind noise is crazy, bro. This thing's doing 185 and going uphill. Uh-oh. 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 So if we compare that to something more like this, right? This definitely makes less power, but I'm sure this will handle better. See, like when I get on it, it doesn't just immediately lose the ass end, but it does make less power. Ah, fucking steer, son of a bitch. Now this one I think only has a 4-cylinder. I think it's like a 2.4. Son of a bitch. Yeah, it definitely makes a lot less power. See, this one is a lot easier to move around and command, you know what I mean? Because it makes more balanced weight, power to weight for whatever downforce it has. You can see I can control this thing better if I can remember the track. Oh my god, dude, go. Jesus Christ. See, that is so smooth to drift, bro. Like, that is so good. Like, it's not like a crazy drift car, but it's got enough ass to it. There you go. That's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, 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 ow, 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 ow. Drift! Drift! Yeah! Oop, ow. Alrighty. So, can BeamNG make a better Euro car than me? Absolutely. Although, to be fair, I put way too much power in mine. So, that'll be something we'll definitely have to revisit later. But keep an eye out for more BeamNG content. I want to actually start doing the missions and stuff, and maybe faff around with the career mode and see how that goes. So, appreciate you guys watching. Hope y'all have a great day, and see you next time.